I bought the old Victorian house for the quiet, but I quickly learned that quiet is just a sound that hasn't started yet. The scratching inside my walls wasn't rats. It was organized. It was measuring. Living alone means silence, the kind of deep silence that lets you hear your own pulse. The house was old. Pipes rattled, floorboards groaned. I loved it. I was working late on my laptop. Everything was routine. Everything felt safe. I heard it first around 2 a.m., a faint, dry scratch. I dismissed it, rats. But then it came again and again. 3 quick, short scrapes, and then a pause. Always the same. 3 scratches, a pause. 3 scratches. It wasn't random gnawing. It was deliberate. It was a pattern. I grabbed a wooden spoon. I tapped the wall lightly. Tap. Silence. A few seconds later, I heard it. A faint, hollow tap from inside the wall. It was the sound of my tap being replayed deeper inside the structure than any rodent could reach. I tapped again. Tap. And the hollow sound returned, moving away from the surface. I decided to record the sound. I started my phone's voice recorder. I heard the 3 scratches. I stopped the recording. I played it back. The sound was there. But the timestamp was wrong. The recording showed a total duration of 30 seconds. The clock in my phone had only advanced 15 seconds. Half the time was missing. Whatever was inside the walls was scratching in a different flow of time. The tapping stopped. Now there was just the scratching. It moved. It was moving across the entire back wall. And then I felt the cold. A sudden, powerful draft of freezing air hit me, originating from the center of the wall. But the walls were solid. The air wasn't escaping. The air was being pushed out. I remembered the house blueprint. There should have been a thick, supporting central beam right where the loudest scratching was. I hammered a small nail into that spot to prove it. The hammer sank in easily. It hit nothing but empty air. The blueprint was wrong, or the house structure was hollow in a way physics couldn't explain. I recalled the day I moved in, unpacking boxes, casually leaning a picture against the back wall. Now, the horrifying truth. When I leaned the picture against the wall, the heavy frame didn't just rest there, it sank in slightly, creating a barely perceptible shallow indentation. The wall wasn't solid plaster. It was a membrane, and it was giving way even then. The scratching grew frantic. The pattern was gone. It was a continuous tearing noise. The wallpaper and plaster directly above the spot where I hammered the nail began to tear apart, and through the hole I saw one thing. Not a rat, but a single, massive, 5-fingered human hand, but covered in pale, hairless skin, thrusting out, palms pressed flat against the ceiling, pushing the ceiling down. I called 911. The logic: the scratches were a series of measurements. The creature was mapping the internal structure. It wasn't trying to get out of the walls. It was trying to get in, to the empty spaces, making itself at home. The police arrived. They patched the small hole. I felt relief until I went to the bathroom mirror. On my back, just below my neck, was a small, perfect line of 3 dry, parallel scratches. The same pattern I heard repeating all night. 3 quick, short scrapes. It hadn't been in the walls. It had been behind the walls. And it had already touched me.